Good evening. This is Warrior Empowerment Hour with Mr. Too Easy on WRGG 93.7 FM. So let's get right on into it. So here's some few announcements. So for first responders breakfast every third Saturday, which is coming up on January the 18th, they meet to have breakfast at 30 West Family Restaurant from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. That's located at 1021 Lincoln Way West in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. We also have the movie Double Identity will be shown at the Capitol Theater in Chambersburg on Tuesday, January the 14th at 2 and 7 p.m. as a part of a $5 movie series. Refreshments are available at an extra charge. Beer and wine will be available at the evening showings. Then, let's see, boom, boom, boom. The Lillian S. Bayshore Memorial Library is offering a Read to Dogs program for children in kindergarten through 5th grade. The trained canines will be at the library beginning at 6 p.m. on Thursday, January the 16th. Call the Bayshore Library at 717-597-7920 to sign up. Limited space remain. Also, the House of Blackout is doing a Christmas card and thank you card for our men and women for 2020 for holidays. The goal is 10,000 cards. So basically just purchase some cards and you can mail them to 49 Powell Lane, Martinsburg, West Virginia, 25404. They're on Facebook and on YouTube. You can like, subscribe, and share. I will definitely put that in the comments link. So if you're just now tuning in, this is Mr. Too Easy on Warrior Empowerment Hour, where I talk about my service before the Army, after the Army, and during the Army, and 16 years, and just talk about combat PTSD, TBI, and other things that are affiliated with the military. I don't speak for all veterans, but hopefully something I say can shed some light on why some veterans like myself do the things that we do and try to share awareness of combat PTSD, TBI, depression, anxiety, suicide, survivor's guilt, and the list goes on and on and on. So, let's see. This topic would just be on just day-to-day things that I deal with on a regular basis, that how it affects me and how my combat PTSD kind of affects my life and my family's life. So we're going to get right into it. So thank you for tuning in, 93.7. This is WRGG. So, of course, as a person with combat PTSD, I also have anxiety, hypervigilant, isolated a lot, especially when it comes around to anniversary dates of my either deployment or traumatic events that happened during my deployment. So how do I deal with them day to day? I go to Martinsburg, West Virginia VA, and I have basically a treatment team, and I go to groups, I go see a therapist, stuff like that, and I've been doing that since I guess 2013, so to speak, I believe, 2013, 14, yeah, and I'm on my journey for the new me, and it's been a journey, it still is a journey, but also I mentor to other veterans as well, and other veterans mentor to me. So I know just recently I have one of my battle buddies have a loss in their family. So he's going through that. So we'll definitely keep him in our prayers. But, this suicide 22 a day is very real. And it's just kind of difficult to kind of explain, so to speak. But it's just one of the things that sometimes go through your mind. And like for me, I believe it was 2006, I went through a similar thing to try to end my life. And it was just basically, I was thinking my family would be better off without me because I didn't want to put them through all the turmoil I was going through and under a lot of pressure. So I was stationed at Letterkenny Army Depot at the time. I was put in for Soldier of the Year. Also had a newborn in 2005, so it was a lot going on. And then, of course, dealing with the combat PTSD, dealing with the TBI and other things, and just day-to-day life things. So sometimes it can get overwhelming. But what I've learned is the more you talk about it, and the more that you kind of, get your base of, your battle buddies or family members to assist you through, hard times, it gets a little bit easier. It's not really easy, but it gets a little easier. It gets bearable, so to speak. So, sometimes, where I used to isolate and just stick to myself. And as they say, I don't mind is the devil's playground. So sometimes you just got to think, just got to sit back and say, okay, I may mention something here or there, because I didn't go all into it at the time, but, with my family, we've done, family therapy. And so we have a very good understanding on, how I do things, why I do things. And, my wife kind of, when she see me doing like isolating, she'll say, okay, what's going on, but she won't be evasive about it. She'll just throw little hints. Is everything okay? You want to talk about anything? How are you feeling today? Stuff like that. Because I know in the past when a person would say, how you doing? And, I'm like, okay, I'm doing fine. Another person say, how you doing? Okay, I'm doing fine. By the time my spouse get around to say, how you doing? I'm already agitated because I feel that 10 people didn't said it, but she may only said it once, but in my mind, she didn't said it 10 times to me. So, but I'm learning that. So now it's a little better of communication. And as people say, communication is key, and that is a true point. Communication is key, but it also go along with understanding too. So, as I always make a joke, when me and my wife are out, out and about with friends and stuff, I'm like, I don't know how she stayed this long, but I know why she stayed that long, because she truly loved me and she cared about my well-being and stuff like that. So, but it's just a going joke that we have. But other than that, it's been pretty well. So there's been some other things going on in the life of Mr. Too Easy. I won't speak on them today because I'm still trying to rack my mind around them. But, as I tell people, I'm in a good place, good space. I'm back going to the gym, seeing my battle buddies, seeing my gym buddies, and that's a wonderful thing. Because, when sometimes you stop routines, you get a little discouraged. But as I always say, sometimes you just got to take a break. And then you come back, pick up where you left off from. Because each person's journey is their journey. And, I always say, you can't stop greatness. And don't let anyone stop you from being you. So, we're our biggest downfall. We're our biggest critics. So no one can really stop you. If I go out there and I go to the gym and maybe there's a person that's more fit than me, more buff than me, there's nothing he or she can say that can discourage me from not coming to the gym. I can just use that and say, you know what, I'm going to be even more motivated to do what I need to do. An extra 10 minutes on a treadmill, extra 5 minutes on elliptical, extra 5 minutes on the weights or whatever like that. So definitely do not let no one stop you from doing your journey. No one stop you from being you, because only you can succeed and only you know what your limit is. And definitely, push yourself to the limit. And that's one thing I did love about the Army. It pushes you to the limit. And as they say, they break us down and we build us back up to be the best that we can be. And that is definitely true in my case. It made me a better me. So now I'm using those same principles to make it even better me, a newer me. And with doing so, it comes more dedication. And, you sign the dotted line to protect foreign and domestic. And, even though your enlistment may have been over, but you really are doing it every single day, 365, even when you're out. And I know other veterans feel that way. And it's just great. So with that, let me take a break and play a song. This song is by, let's see who the artist is, Buddy Brown. Stop When You See a Uniform. Boom, 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 boom.